I'm all out of breath.
Oh!
I'm out of breath.
Hi, Mark. How are you?
Oh, I pooped.
Yes, you are pooped. That's
Ah.
right. I never seen you run so fast down 2 flights of stairs.
Had to get this.
Yeah, I know, because he's going to hack up a lung here during the show because he's got the breathing things going on. And yeah, please.
Pneumonia.
Yeah, well, that's great. And I'm sitting right next to you. Goof. Get up away from me. Anyways, there we go. Not even 30 seconds in and I swore.
Yes, you did.
Who cares?
Shut up.
Oh, shut up. I'm having a
So,
what?
how was your day?
My day was lovely. It was rather boring. I made turkey soup with leftover turkey.
Oh, so good.
I'm glad you like it.
I love it.
Laundry, that's very exciting. And I'm having a Kinder Egg right now.
Where the hell did you get that?
I have Kinder Eggs. I have a huge supply. I know a guy.
What are you, like the fucking Easter Bunny?
No.
I said it this time. Oh, look at
Yeah,
that.
you can have one. These are little, for those of you who don't know, and I don't know why you wouldn't, they're little chocolate eggs with toys inside, and the toys really suck, and so does the chocolate. But they're fun to do. Oh, boy. Look at that. Oh, that's wonderful.
Oh, what's the toy? What's the toy? What's the toy?
Okay, let's see what
I can't eat them. I'm diabetic. So.
All right, well, that's just add that to the list of fun. I can't even.
Oh, you almost broke them.
Yeah, let's see what it is. Oh, look, it's a car of some sort. I don't know what that is. It's a car I got to build.
Maybe a Lamborghini?
But you know what my son and I did? We do when we get Kinder Eggs? We take the little cap thing, right?
And you make eyeballs, right?
Yeah, we make eyeballs.
You want mine?
No. Oh, I broke it. Well, there we go. I suppose you're wondering, hey, what happened to your beard? Well, I shaved it off, as promised. I said I'd grow it for
You
a
lost
year.
a bet.
Once I saw my face, I thought it did. And I haven't seen this for a year. And, well, I'm growing it back just as soon as I possibly can.
At his rate, it'll take about a year.
No, are you kidding me? I can grow a beard in 3 weeks.
I'll race you.
Just in case. Oh, you can grow. This guy is the hairiest son of a bitch I ever met. You remember that soap, the Fuzzy Wuzzy soap? You get it wet and it grow fur?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember that?
I do.
Yeah, that's you.
I'm a human chia pet.
Yeah, but look, I saved my beard for you. That's what,
I'm John.
that's disgusting. So
It's
if
in a bag.
I know it's my new item. It's called John Youngberg's Beard in a Bag.
John's bag.
I can only make.
John's hairy bag.
All right, I can only make one of these a year. So
Guess what's not getting into the show on Shaw?
yeah, this whole
John's hairy bag.
this whole episode is not going to get in the show. I'm in a mood tonight, man. Is your mom coming on?
I'm hoping.
Oh boy, there's Pam Dunningham coming back. She has. We have to see those recipes of your mother's because
Yes.
she's starving to death back in New England.
Oh,
So on the show tonight, we have Tenley Davis, a great comedian. She and I worked together for Yuck Yuck years ago, and she's really hugely popular not only in North America but in Europe as well. COVID hit hard.
Oh, yes.
And so now she's this TikTok star. So now,
Wow.
so we're going to talk to her in a bit.
Find out how to be a TikTok star.
That's right. And what about your buddy?
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to apologize to everybody. I was working diligently on a new end credit for the show, and somewhere along the lines I messed it up. Something awful.
Oh, I'm sure they're going to shut it off right now.
So you're going to get an old end credit.
I know.
So none of our guests are.
But your work won't go to vain.
Oh well. What can you do, right?
And we had that. What is it called?
Reels and Heels. will be
Reels
joining
and
us.
Heels. I thought it was movies about feet.
It's another podcast. They deal with movies, TV shows, pop culture, comics, and wrestling.
Oh wow, there we go.
You know, and I was hoping to get my father-in-law on.
Why?
Because he's an ex-wrestler.
I didn't know
He was a
that.
professional wrestler, and he also managed one of the greats from WWE for a while.
You know what? I think my dad was a wrestler. Because every time.
That's how you were born.
No, I said I walked by the room tree tower with mommy and daddy were just wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that
You were conceived through a wrestling match.
Yeah, evidently. What else do we have on? Oh, Pam Dunningham from New England.
Again, yeah.
She got to get. Okay, we've all.
Well, let's talk about it later when we're going to show. Or should we show it?
No, we're not going to show it now. That's all for the.
Well, let's talk about that later.
All right.
Because then it's a nice tie into the video.
That's the whole point. But we just talked about who was going to be on the show, and she's going to be on the show.
Don't forget in about 2 minutes.
I forgot already.
Because you're so mesmerizing.
No, shut up.
Is that beard? I can actually look at you.
Get away from me.
And not feel like giving you a banana.
Get away from me. This guy's scary. I'm going to call whoever it is.
I had a little bit of an adventure over there.
No way.
Yeah, well, as you know, I've been having some problems with my breathing.
Yeah.
The story goes is that I was coughing and sneezing about a month ago, and I felt a pain right here. And I've had a hernia before, so I was really concerned that I might have ripped myself again. So I went. You actually drove me.
Yes, I did.
To the hospital, and picked me up afterwards. And they X-rayed me and found pneumonia. Funny thing is I had absolutely zero symptoms of pneumonia.
Mm.
No coughing, no hacking, no wheezing, nothing, no gargling. But they found it in the X-ray, so they believe that they got it right at the beginning.
Ah, yes.
So they gave me antibiotics.
Mm.
Well, the antibiotics did it over, but then I started getting. Remember, I was getting the pain in the kidney,
Yes.
and I had to go back in, and they said that's the pneumonia referring pain to your kidney. So I said okay, and then I went back in again on the 9th.
They should just name a wing after you over
And
there.
and yeah, well, I'm paying their salaries and all
Something,
my
I don't
problems.
know what you're doing.
And so my coughing and my breathing had declined. So after taking the antibiotics,
Uh-huh.
so I went in again, and this time they gave me prednisone,
Uh-huh.
and they did a COVID test,
Well, I never.
and they stuck that thing so far back into my nose it dented the back of my head. You can see right
I'm
here.
sure that's what did it.
So they and the COVID came back negative.
Thank goodness. Well, you're
Did the
telling me this
prednisone.
now?
I did I thought you should know. They gave me a course of prednisone,
Mm.
but that did nothing. I'm still having problems breathing.
What?
So I went in last night,
Uh-huh.
and they put me in a room. They said, "We're going to make you feel comfortable."
Is this a long story?
That's the room they put me in. No bed, just this chair. They said, "Just sit right there, and we'll be with you." And it was forever.
Uh-huh.
And then later on, they said, "Well, we don't know
Is
what's
this
going
going
on.
anywhere? Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on. Your breathing is clear.
Mm-hmm.
Even when you cough, you are clear.
Uh-huh.
So we're going to keep you overnight and do a CT scan because we think the problem's in your throat."
Oh my goodness.
So they did it. They did a CT scan this morning.
Yeah.
Here's my new girlfriend.
I was gonna say, does she have a sister?
So they and right here, if you look up,
No, I'm not looking that
if you
close.
look, if you look up, right, where is it? Right there. You can see that thing that looks like a droid from Star Wars looking at me.
No.
Right here.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah, that thing. That is actually the dye they put in.
I know
IV
the dye.
in.
Yeah, I've had them.
Look at how red I became. They put the dye
Well,
in,
the show's over. Thanks for tuning in,
and,
folks.
and they told me I was going to feel like I was going to pee.
Yeah, you
and
had that warm feeling.
I
huh?
didn't. I was so disappointed. And they put me through that because they wanted to see. And they found a narrowing in my esophagus.
Oh my god.
Not in esophagus. Yeah.
That's your esophagus.
Yeah, my trachea.
Trachea,
Esophagus is what you eat through.
evidently.
So in the trachea, they found a narrowing, and they don't think it's very vital. I'm going to go back in a couple of months and a CT scan. But the worst part of this whole thing,
The story,
the whole worst part of the story,
the whole thing.
the whole thing
That's the worst part of this.
was I asked for a cup of tea before 11 o'clock, about 12 o'clock last night. They brought it to me at 10:30 this morning,
Well, they might have been busy.
and it looked like that.
That looks delicious.
Oh, it took me 15 minutes to get the guts up to actually drink it.
Wow, you should have put it in like a sample cup and given it to the doctor.
They would have probably found more wrong with me.
Yeah, you're pregnant.
You got a lot of tea in your urine.
Yeah, it happens.
And milk.
Happens.
Yeah.
It does. So
what did you do while I was gone?
Nothing. What
Did you even miss me?
I didn't know you were. No, I knew you were. I watched
Hard Day's
Rambo:
Night.
First Blood
right,
and Hard
yeah.
Day's Night Beatles. Yeah.
Isn't that a great show? I mean, 90% of it is all ad lib.
Hard Day's Night. Yeah, great
Yeah.
movie. Great. If you're a Beatles fan, never seen it. What's wrong with you?
There's a lot wrong with you. Haven't seen it.
Yeah. So
And
moving
they've got-
along.
yeah.
What do we got?
We've got we've got one of your coworkers coming up.
Yeah. Well, co-comedian.
Well, co-comedians.
Yeah.
She's right now. She's talking on TikTok. She is a TikTok star. So we're gonna bring her up.
All right.
And see, does she look? Are you ready there? Yeah, she's ready. There she is.
All right.
Oh wait. Oh, I got it. Hang on. You can't be on here yet. I've got to do something first. Watch this.
What?
Hang on. I
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's right. Some people carry a briefcase to work. I carry a step stool. Andy, hello. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Yeah. Oh, it's all right. I can still feel the tension in the room. Some of you a little shocked. Don't feel sorry for me. I get it all the time. Oh, look, she's Ginger.
There we go.
That is so awesome.
Oh my goodness.
She's Ginger.
Yeah, not anymore.
No. We just
I-
let life happen to us, right?
Yeah, you know what? I'm like, screw it. I just turned 50. I decided a year ago I'm going in with style. It's so easy to take care of. I'm in Florida now. It's almost mandatory to look like a Q-tip. So, you know.
So you are obviously one of the top comedians. Well, I was going to say touring right now, but no one's touring. And the COVID, I've been following you and all my other comedian friends. COVID really just basically hit us right between the eyes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about you, but I mean, I went from paycheck to paycheck for basically
Right.
30 years, no savings, never really owned anything. And, you know, in the UK, I had a full schedule. All the entire 2020 was probably going to be my best year. I got picked to host a TV show in the UK that could be potentially a series, and everything just gone. So March 14th.
Yeah.
March 14th was my last gig, and then I couldn't pay rent for April, May. We had no choice but to leave, but now I'm living with my parents.
That is,
Isn't it a weird feeling starting over at 50?
all of us are.
Yeah, we are all starting over. I know, and it's like, I do the TikTok when I'm with all these young people, and they're like, "You live with your parents? Like, what's wrong with you?" I'm like, "Little thing called a pandemic." When people that actually had jobs, a lot of us lost it. Worked hard for 30 years, my big 30-year anniversary, and no pen, no plaque, no watch, COVID.
No
Well,
kidding.
yeah.
But you and I think the last time we worked together was a BC tour. We left from the Blackfoot Inn in Calgary and went west.
Oh, West, my friend.
Yeah.
the Rockies.
Yeah, we did that tour. And I can remember the year. I don't remember the year, but I remember Bop by the Hansons just came out, and you just loved that tune.
Oh, who doesn't like Bop by the Hansons?
I love that song.
Oh, that was
I'm a professional disc jockey, and
Oh.
I'll play that just to see who has the guts to come up and complain about it while all of their friends are dancing to
It's
it.
a great song.
It's a
It's like
great
people
song.
come up and make fun of Michael Jackson,
Yeah.
but yet they're the first people on the dance floor.
Remember
It's the speakers.
Now, if I remember that correctly, you did that in the car, the rental car, through the Rockies while that song came on. I'm like, great.
9 hours.
This would really look good getting pulled over with you dancing to Bop next to me in a car seat. That'd be awesome.
Like, oh, she fell off the dashboard, officer.
Now, tell me about the TikTok thing. How is that going? Obviously, it's going well.
Well, okay, so when everything went shut down in the UK, a friend of mine, her name's Mel Moon, comedian Mel Moon, she's a single mom in the UK, and she started basically making a living or helping to support herself after the lockdown, and she creates music and comedy parodies and stuff like that, and she said, "I really think you'd be good on TikTok." And at that point, when everything shut down with the lockdown, I panicked. I didn't feel funny. I was mentally, as I'm sure most of us were, like freaking out. So I was worried that I was going to start overeating or just becoming super depressed. So I started doing dance videos online on Facebook and just putting them on YouTube. I wasn't trying to monetize anything. I kept getting, copyright infringements from the songs, but I basically would put on one dance song and just have at it, right? And go batshit crazy and have fun, because I knew that it was going to help me out with my endorphin release and give me a chemical release that I desperately needed that I wasn't getting for stand up. And also I was hoping to inspire, people that were bedridden or anybody that had mobility issues or anybody that just wanted to, because, at times my hips were so bad I couldn't do anything but, woo, but I'm like, you're still moving. This is still helping you.
Great.
Move your head. If that's all you can do, move your head. It helps, and so that's what got me going. And so with TikTok, it was a dance app, but I didn't realize that. And so I tried a couple of things, and then it wasn't until I got settled in Florida that I just decided. I was sitting there one day and I decided to do a bit. It's I live about 45 minutes away from a place called The Villages. It's the largest retirement community in North America. They have like over 100,000 residents,
My
and
God.
Oh, Florida.
it's incredible. They have bars and restaurants. They have marijuana dispensaries.
Yes.
And they have a downtown area with like a gigantic stage and a dance area. So they all day drink. They go line dancing, and most of them drive golf carts that have spinner rims and hydraulics and shit. They got little decals with their names on it in case they got the Alzheimer's and they can't remember which fucking golf cart's theirs, right? And they just day drink and screw. So
Wow.
these old people, the Villages has the highest sexually transmitted disease rate of any place in the world because the old people are just going, they got nothing to lose, right? They're not backing it up, right? You know what they say, nobody gives a Hummer like a gummer. So I did that joke on TikTok. I
Oh,
just did it, and I had a chunk of almond in my teeth. I had just eaten some cereal. My camera lens was so foggy. It was the shittiest quality video, and I put it up on TikTok, and it literally went viral. I went to like a 500,000 hits in like a couple of hours, and I was like, holy crap. So then I just started paying attention about which bits that I thought could work. And then plus I started realizing that the dance videos were super popular, that I could combine my dancing, which I love to do, and all, as part of like because TikTok's a bit of a community. So there's dances that trend and dance moves. And if you can do the popular things, it helps with your algorithms. And I started in beginning of September, I had about 80,000 people. And if once you get over 1,000 followers, you can go live. Like what I'm doing with you guys right now, I've got TikTok playing here. And so I've got, 300 and some people watching through TikTok. And I've been on as long as I've been on here. So I'll stay on, and people gift me and stuff like that. And it's come here. There you go. See, came here from Tanya Lee's TikTok. So then I started, so I started doing lives October 1st, and I had 126,000 followers. And on December 14th, I turned
Whoa.
1,000,000 followers.
Wow.
And then 9 days later, 1.5 million is what I have right now. And it's incredible. So, TikTok's been such a release for me. Hopefully I spread lots of love and joy to these people. They've
I
been so
love it.
generous.
That's the whole
Yeah.
thing. That's why we did this. Is
Yeah,
to
well,
spread
that's
love,
exactly
joy.
why, yeah, I like to support my friends, so that's why now my friends are gonna follow you guys, and you guys have a
Yay!
weekly show.
Wow.
It's whenever if you guys come on TikTok and you come on my lives, I'll give you a shout out and you build followers, and then you can get 1,000 followers, and then you guys can do what I'm doing, just sit here and chat and do a live as well. And
We're in.
Yeah, well, you're
yeah,
gonna have to teach us. So I've got a question, personal
yeah,
question.
yes,
It's,
personal
you know,
question.
yeah, well, yeah. I mean, let's face it. Anybody looking at you can see there's a physical difference. Were you really bothered about being a redhead?
Well, not anywhere but the UK, man. That there's some serious racism against people that are ginger in the UK.
Really?
I've heard that.
Absolutely. Like it is you're literally the redheaded stepchild. That's where that thing comes from. And the mentality over there. I am part of an anti-bullying campaign in the
Right.
UK called Great As You Are. And I interview kids and teach anti-bullying. And I was interviewing one of my students one day, and he came in, and I was supposed to be asking them about, had they been bullied before and stuff. So this boy walks in. He was really tall for I don't know, about 14. So I said, hi, what's your name? And he said, Cameron. I said, hi, Cameron. I said, oh, fellow ginger. I said, so have you ever been bullied? And he went, yeah, they call me the name that you just called me. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, oh, but look, I'm ginger too. And I was listening. And then the principal, head teacher, told me he had changed 3 schools because of
Oh,
the
wow.
amount of bullying for being ginger.
I had no idea it was that
No,
intense.
it's pretty severe. It makes no sense. British people need to get their shit together because that is absolutely ridiculous.
Well,
Yeah,
they also have the better dentist.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I have got lots of UK friends on here. Do not make fun of them.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was born in the UK,
Yeah, that explains it.
and that's
But
why
then,
I'm missing
no.
a tooth.
No, we love the UK. Matter of fact, did I mention I watched Hard Day's Night last night?
Yes. Oh well, funny thing. I married a ginger. I'm no longer married to her.
Because you called her a ginger.
No,
Because
no.
you're too feisty. Because we're too feisty.
Two of my daughters are gingers.
Oh, great.
And I used to always tell them, don't ever change your color because people pay hundreds of dollars to try and
Hundreds?
match your hair color.
Exactly. Absolutely.
my
People
parents-
from Ireland, Scotland with the beautiful red hair. England. It's like, don't ever change your hair color. It's
No,
striking.
beautiful.
My daughters
Absolutely
are
beautiful.
Scottish German mix. So I mean that's the ultimate in redheads.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
But,
With blue
yeah, no.
eyes apparently is green eyes is popular. But gingers with blue eyes are apparently the most rare. You're like a unicorn.
Both my daughters and my wife.
Well, there you go.
That's
Fine
good.
lineage.
There you
Now,
go.
how can people, Tanya, first of all, when this is all over, hopefully life will go back to, I don't know. I don't even know if I want it to go back to the way it was because I think we've learned a lot from this as far as being better people. But when it gets back to some sense of normalcy for all of us in the entertainment business, you're going to hit the ground running and get back over to the pond because you are hugely popular over in the UK.
Yeah, well, I've been working in the UK for 17 years and living there for the last 4. So, and I've done some of the biggest comedy shows that you can do over there. So I have a higher profile than I do, say, in North America. I'm on TikTok and it's more of an American app, and they're like, where have you been? Or like, who are you? We don't know who you are, but it's just like, well, I've actually been doing quite well elsewhere. That's the thing. If you don't make it in the States, nobody knows who you are. But if you could have a higher profile in another country and be quite successful, and nobody gives a shit, nobody knows.
Right.
But I will go back to the UK because it's a great country to perform to. They've got great, fun, quirky sense of humor, and plus they need somebody like me, somebody that's got a big mouth, that has a disability, that's not afraid to call them out on their bullshit for lightening up when it comes to people with disabilities, because they have such blinders on over there, and they're like, you were really funny, but you made me feel very uncomfortable.
Really?
Like, oh, so I'm talking about how awesome my life is makes you uncomfortable. Well,
Isn't that funny how that works?
yeah. So who's got the issue here? But that's why I feel like I need to keep going back there. Is part of my destiny, I guess. But we'll see. I mean, it's with all this travel restrictions and everything like that. I mean, I don't know. I might just stay on this continent and never get on an airplane again. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like I said, I followed you on your post when you were touring the UK because we have a lot of Canadian comics that go over there.
Oh yeah.
Simon Cotter and all those guys that go over there. And just the fact you mentioned that I don't know if the discrimination is the right word, but the hassle you have traveling.
Oh yeah. You mean in the UK with all my drama? So I rely on public transportation because Kevin and I didn't have a car in the UK, so I relied on public transportation. I've always been very independent. The one thing that I do, that I thought was pretty remarkable about the UK is their mass transport system. There's trains everywhere, and that's when most people commute and take public transportation. What I didn't consider was the fact that they may have the actual trains that get you from point A to B, but that doesn't mean they're going to let you on them if you have any type of impairment.
Right.
So a lot of them, the trains were brought in the 1940s, and they're so archaic, it's ridiculous. They had 10 years ago, no, it was 25 years ago, they came out with this book that said all public transportation in the UK had to be accessible by December 31st, 2019. So they gave them 20 some years to comply with getting the new trains that were all accessible for anybody with mobility issues. And December 31st of 2019, a bunch of the trains came out with they were like, sorry, we didn't do it, and they're like, okay, I guess we only gave you 25 years to figure out.
Yeah.
And no repercussions, nothing. And a lot of the train companies do have a lot of new trains, but the problem is I use a mobility scooter, which is a three-wheel scooter, like a hover around,
Yeah.
In the UK, the word mobility scooter is considered an alternative form of transportation.
So you don't need
So
a train.
exactly they expect me to be cruising around on the number one highway or whatever. Wind in my hair. But so yeah, scooters. And so what they tell me is like, well, why don't you get an electric wheelchair? I'm like, have you tried to pay for an electric wheelchair? They're not cheap. And plus, I don't need an electric wheelchair. I can walk. I just need the scooter to get me from point A to point B. But I suffered so much discrimination because of the mobility scooter thing that I started a campaign. I was on TV and stuff because of the abuse that I was getting on the train that I videotaped. Train guard forcing me out of the handicapped disabled spot because a woman with a baby stroller didn't want to hold her vagina trophy and collapse her baby buggy and get it out of the handicap spot. So therefore, I had to go in the vestibule area, and I'm arguing with the train guard saying this is illegal. Let me get out of the handicap spot. And he just wouldn't let up. And I guess because I have an accent, and same with Kevin. So I pushed back and we were videotaping it. So he said, I'm calling the police on you. So they actually stopped the train in Taunton. The train guard got on the train and said, sorry, everybody, we're going to be here indefinitely because the woman in the mobility scooter is causing problems. She's videotaping me and threatening to put it on the internet.
Wow.
And you know what? I did.
That a girl.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
you
I-
show him those grass
Yeah.
balls. Oh my goodness.
I ended up, getting a lot of TV exposure, and the train companies are all like, "Oh, up my ass!" Like, "Oh my God, we're so sorry. We'll help you. You can join us, and you can help us facilitate programs and network between disabled people." And all of it was bullshit. They just fed it out to the public, like, "Look what Tanya Lee's going to do. She's going to help us." And then behind the scenes, not one of them followed through. They
Wow.
used me for promotion. It was all bullshit. It is
Wow.
it's utterly it's so frustrating. So that's why I don't think I could ever live there. But I feel like I need to be there because they need a breath of fresh air over there.
Yeah.
Did you see
Yeah,
this
tornado.
comment there? Did you see that comment? Doubled over in pain now, laughing my tatties off. Vagina trophy OMG. You've just, you've just brought us to a new high.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. And boy, my goodness, it's just lighting up for you. This is incredible.
Do they have an award show for those trophies?
I don't know. I don't have any vagina trophies. Yeah, no, the crotch goblins. No, thank you.
Crunch goblins. Wow, you guys are good. You're gonna kill this guy. All right, if you kill over, man, I'm not resuscitating you this time.
Oh my God.
Oh Lord.
Not a tuba.
Homie level.
When I have the urge to have children, I just go down to McDonald's play area at dinner time. Oh my
Yeah,
God,
that'll
there's kids. I can feel my tubes tie themselves. Now that's a happy meal.
Yeah. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
So Kevin, your better half there, how's he handling all this?
Well, I mean, he was happy to move from the UK. We're living with my parents right now, so that's difficult because we really need to get out. Just have our own space. Two people that are 50
Oh,
years
of
old,
course, of course.
living with parents. We're very thankful. He's the man behind the scenes. He doesn't like to be in front of the camera, and I've kind of thrusted him upon him a little bit. So, he's let me know that he'll let me know when he wants to be, in present in the moment in front of the scenes, but he kind of just likes to watch. He's very protective over me.
Of
So,
course.
but he's my rock, man. I couldn't do this without him.
I love it. Well, listen, we'll let you go, but first of all, we're all gonna get through this. You're gonna, as much fun as you're having with your parents. It's not easy at 50 to walk around the house in a ball gag, and try to explain that.
Right?
I know. And when your mom's going, hey, that's mine. That's really uncomfortable.
What's that hanging from the ceiling? Oh, this
What is wrong with you two?
I don't know. Hey, how can people find you and literally dive into your career and your life? Because you're a fascinating, very funny woman.
You can, I mean, just Google Tanya Lee Davis. Of course, if you're on TikTok, I have a Beacons link on my Instagram. It's comedian Tanya Lee Davis. Everything's Tanya Lee Davis. I've done 2 TED Talks. I've done various documentaries that highlighted my spinal surgery. Just Google me. I'm everywhere. And of course, if you're on TikTok, follow me.
TikTok. Well,
And if you guys want to get on TikTok, and then I can help you guys promote you, then you can end up doing your show on there as live, and
I thought there was a time constraint on
Yeah.
TikTok.
How does that work? Isn't there?
No, I do 4 hours a day almost. I do 2 hours in the afternoon just chatting to everybody, and then I come on later. You can stay on for
Really?
24 hours if you want.
Well,
Yeah, you
It's
just have to.
like a 1 minute thing.
Oh that's for the videos. If you're doing videos, you have 15 seconds or 1 minute max for the actual TikTok videos. But once you have 1,000 followers, you can do TikTok live, which is like Facebook live. Like right now, I've got
Okay.
it set up so everybody's watching. Yeah, so it's just
Do they
like
pick
this.
that over material? Like,
no, have you
songs?
seen TikTok?
No, but I don't know. Do you get warnings that you're using somebody's song?
No. When you're TikTok live, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Okay.
It's just kind of, people get shitty if you swear too much or if it's in too much.
Yeah.
I've gotten banned from my TikToks before, but I get booted for 10 minutes or whatever.
I can't imagine why.
I've had to go into an agreement with Shaw, who's picked up our show, to edit out John when he starts talking certain words.
yeah. So we're on Shaw 7 nights a week, so that's
That's
exciting.
great, guys. If anybody's in Canada, Shaw or Winnipeg, is it just a Winnipeg or how
Just
does that work?
Winnipeg.
Yeah, just Winnipeg. But
I
we're
have
on.
people from Winnipeg on my TikTok, so
Well, we're on
that's good. But any of
YouTube.
my friends on here, please join the Now What
Now what? Now what?
on Facebook, and
Okay.
you guys do it once a week. Anyway, thank you for having me, you guys. I really
Oh,
appreciate
See you
it.
later, and we'll see you again
Lovely.
soon. Love to have you back.
You guys take care. Bye.
Take care. Bye bye.
She is such a hoot.
Oh, she's wonderful.
Oh my
Just
God.
wonderful.
I think I had a baby right there. That was so that I was hurting myself laughing smart.
Well, I don't want-
Vagina trophy?
look, okay.
Crotch
How many times?
goblins?
How many times are you going to say that?
Oh, that's my new word.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's my new thing.
Well,
You're such a vagina trophy.
That's right.
Quit acting like a crotch goblin.
Say, what's on next?
Who's up first?
I don't know. Third base. Go ahead.
Oh, that was so good. Oh my God.
Hey.
I haven't heard from Pam yet.
Oh,
I know
sure.
she's watching, and I sent her the link.
Yep, I sent her the link too. Pam, fire it up. We got to find.
Yeah, we've got your video ready to go. We can't do it without you.
Oh boy,
Oh,
boy.
she's so funny. Yeah, you can find her on YouTube. All you have to do is put
Tanya,
in
we're talking about.
Yeah, Tanya Lee Davis, and there's streams of her Apollo show.
Yeah, she played the Apollo and
And
all
doing all
over
the
Europe,
things.
and just a wonderful, delightful act. And
And of course, you can find her on TikTok.
that's right. We got to take over TikTok.
Yes, and I guess what's next is to bring on Reels and Wheels. They're waiting in the
Oh, I can't wait.
we got a couple of comments. So
What do we got? I can't see a thing.
Let's see here. I'm a ginger with blue eyes. We did that one already.
Yeah.
I'm parked there somewhere on the link.
So that's Pam. She's somewhere in there.
Okay, she's on the wrong one. You sent her an old one.
Oh, I did?
Yeah. Pamela, look, I sent you a new message with it, and you'll find it there. Nicole Jobin, that was fun.
Oh, good.
I have 2 vagina trophies.
Okay.
They're for everyone.
Okay. That's
I
good.
mean, not for everyone.
No.
That's too funny. Lives are unlimited.
Hey, we didn't mention that we're in our brand new studio.
Yes, we for the first 6 episodes plus the Christmas special.
Yep.
We were upstairs in the dining room. Dining room was completely taken over by all the gear, and then we found out that our voice was not linking to the video because of something to do with the audio codec in my mixer. So got rid of the mixer.
Yes.
Everything's going straight through
Well,
the
the
camera
real
now.
reason we moved it is we realized we had no place to have Christmas dinner
Well, that was it too.
because it was on the dining room table. That's what really prompted the big move to our rec room.
Yeah, the rec room. I mean, hey, we don't use the rec room as much as we use the upstairs room. And this tears down really quick if I need to.
Yeah, we don't need to tear it down.
No, God, no.
It's lovely the way it is.
Yeah.
It certainly is. I'm very excited
The
about
green
that.
screen is screwed to the wall.
Hey, New Year's is coming up. We haven't even touched on that.
Yeah, and hey, we've got to discuss. Are we going to actually do a New Year's show on New Year's Eve and do the countdown?
Are you out of your mind?
Where the hell are we going to be?
I don't know, but what are we?
And
Dick
where are they
Clark?
going to be? They're going to. Why not?
Ryan Seacrest.
Who knows? Maybe it'll be the new Now What New Year's Eve special every year for the next 20. Who knows?
I'm not going to be around for 20 years.
I know that, but
No.
hell, I'll find somebody new.
Fine.
It's probably because I'm going to be the one that kills you. You did not hear that, Winnipeg police.
Yeah. Yeah, really. Hey, listen, just go to my bag of beard. You'll find my DNA.
Yep. Oh,
New Year's resolutions. Do you make that? Where the hell are you going? Oh, New Year's resolutions. Do you have?
Bid now for your John Youngberg hairy bag.
No, it's beard in a bag. You sick bastard. Give me that.
Well, it's a hairy bag.
Stop playing with it. You- Wow.
This bag exploded all over me.
Oh my gosh.
Hair everywhere.
That wasn't rehearsed. That was good. My beard exploded.
Oh my Lord, I've never seen that before.
Get out the old.
I did not see that coming.
No, get out the old dustbuster for that, baby.
Those bags obviously are strong. They clean.
No, they're not. They're not. Oh, they're good enough for sandwiches, but they can't handle my fluffy beard.
Yeah, oh my Lord. That was
Stay
crazy.
away from that now.
Okay.
What are we doing?
Resolutions.
Yes, yeah.
I make them.
Yeah, but no one ever. No one. Does anybody really do that anymore? First of all, you can't.
Yeah, well, actually, last year I fulfilled mine.
What was it?
I promised to lose 100 pounds.
Yes.
And I made a New Year's resolution to forget my promise.
Okay, good.
And I fulfilled it.
That's right. Good for you. I don't make them. I think they're ridiculous. But and
Well-
a lot of people like gyms and places like WW and all those places that they get a surge of people wanting to lose weight and get in shape. But now gyms are closed,
I know.
right? So what's going to happen, right? So all you people that go there for 3 times and then give up, well,
That's
you don't
for
even have to go now.
Well, I know my one New Year's resolution that I did make, and with all seriousness,
Does it involve bathing?
No.
Oh.
Was to be kinder to people
Aren't you nice?
and to help where I can.
Very
And,
nice. Here we go, another Hallmark moment. That's very sweet, though. Really.
And so, no, but that's just what it was, and I've lived up to it. I think.
Yes, you have.
I try not. If anybody asks for help and I'm able, I do my best.
That is really
And-
wonderful. I can't even make a joke about that. I think that's very commendable of you.
Well, I mean, there are people out there that try to abuse it,
Of course.
but you recognize that. And you
Well, I
it
do.
anyway.
He gets people call him up at all hours and say, "Hey, can you do this, do that?" And he's out the door. It's like, Mark, come on, man. You got to pick and choose. I know you want to be nice, but I mean, it compromises maybe your health. It's 30 below out, and you're going out to help somebody. And I think if it was a real situation, you would go. But they could go, "Could you pick me up a Tim Hortons double? I can't get my car started." You're like, "All right, where do you live?" "Oh, Calgary. I'll be right there."
And first of all, it's not what's up; it's now what.
Who said that?
Ryan, Nicole was saying Ryan Permis on what's up. What's up? How are you? Oh, they're saying what's up to each other. Hey, quit talking to each other. You're supposed to be
They
talking to
can
us.
talk to each other.
Okay, you can talk to each other.
This is an open forum. That's right. Where's our reels dudes?
Well, let's bring them on.
Let's bring on our next guest.
There they are.
You mean they've been sitting there the whole time while you exploded my butt?
Did you see that coming?
Yeah, no,
Yeah, well,
I didn't know there was exploding beards, but okay.
well, it
Who
happened.
knew?
Yeah, it was exciting.
Oh,
Well, now he has
said
an
they like
excuse for coughing. He can say hairball.
That's true.
Ew.
As long as he doesn't lick himself,
much
I'm
gross.
okay.
I can't bend like that.
All right, shut up. Anyways, let's shut up. Let's talk, shall we?
So, you both do your own show. It's on Saturdays called Reels and Heels.
That's right. Reels and Heels. We're film fans, TV fans, and pro wrestling. So that's the Reels and Heels. You know, Reels being film and Heels is a wrestling term for bad guy.
The bad guys.
Oh, the
and
bad guys. Okay.
baby
okay.
faces are the good guys. And is that one of the heels right there?
Oh yeah, this is one of my trophies.
All right, hi there, Trophy. How you doing,
I like
Goblin?
him.
Oh,
And this
he's
is
sweet.
our new addition. This is Hercules.
He is gorgeous.
Is that a turtle?
No, that's a ball python.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And the dog is not very much a fan.
I bet.
No, I've never really heard those two get along very well. Anyways, so we were just talking movies. Last night I watched Rambo: First Blood, and then I watched Hard Day's Night, The Beatles. Both great movies. I haven't seen The First Blood in, I don't know, 30 years.
Oh, I used to watch it a lot with my brother Mickey. My brother Mickey could recite Rambo, First Blood, and Rambo, the second one, word for word, verbatim. Used to drive us crazy because he'd say it in sync with the movie, and we'd have to like kick him out.
I don't blame you.
Oh, but great movies.
Yeah, I just saw the first one remastered in 4K, and it looks really good.
Oh, in 4K.
So when you talk movies, we'll talk about the reels part. What do you do with these movies? Is it a reviewing? Because I haven't been privy to it. Mark just told me about it, and I thought it was absolutely wonderful, and I'm interested. So what do you like? Is it a review?
What we do is we pick a topic. So say like 90s action movies.
Okay.
So we'll talk about 90s action movies. And then the following week, maybe we'll talk about, I don't know, horror movies, or we'll turn it into a wrestling show. So basically we just pick a topic and bring on guests, and that's pretty much our show. It's a conversational show, kind of like if you came over and had some drinks with us. That's how our show goes. Basically what you do here.
Yeah. Well. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. It's
Absolutely. That's a little wrong though, because usually he makes the plan and he puts things together and he
Okay.
asks the guests, and I just fly by the seat of my pants.
Yeah, see,
But-
I know. I feel your pain. I know the feeling. Like his arm is already over on my side, and it's like this. It's like little kids. It's like you're on my side.
That's because that's where the mouse is.
Well, you can move the mouse.
Well, no, I can't.
And
Yeah,
we're
no,
sitting
no,
in the
no.
wrong place. Like we don't ever sit this way.
Yeah, usually
I'm
you're
sitting in your
here.
chair and you're sitting in my chair.
All right, let's not get into a squibble here now, kids.
Nah.
But
Yeah,
yesterday we just did our 38th episode.
All right, on.
Yeah.
So how many viewers do you have on regular?
It
Good
depends
question. How many viewers do we have?
because we're live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. all at
Another
the
one I
same
don't
time.
know anything about. Twitch.
I think Twitch isn't Twitch a 1 minute thing.
What?
Twitch is well, it started out as a gaming platform, but now a lot of other people are using Twitch.
Okay.
There we go.
It's another format like YouTube for like streaming and stuff.
Now, when we're talking movies here, I'm going to pick your brain for now. I was just talking to a buddy of mine about this. Well, wasn't even middle of last week. Remakes that shouldn't have been remade,
Oh, geez.
and I went right off on the
Mulan,
the Pink Panther
Pink Panther.
with Steve
Steve
Martin.
Martin.
I love Steve Martin, but the Pink Panther never should have remade it.
No, they should
Yeah.
have left it alone.
Honeymooners, what were they thinking? And the list goes on and on. There's some movies that are holy grails in my eyes. That if then
Ghostbusters.
no, man.
No, I mean they shouldn't have.
No. I'm talking classics like
Ghostbusters was a classic.
no Casablanca, things like that. The Maltese Falcon, Wizard of Oz. I mean,
Well, hasn't the Maltese Falcon kind of been remade? I mean, they made a couple different versions of that movie back in the day.
They didn't call it Maltese Falcon. though.
no, it wasn't. No, they haven't. No, they didn't.
I could have sworn that they made one like in the 30s, and then they made another one.
No.
Hmm.
In the
Footloose.
40s.
Never have done Footloose.
Never should have done Footloose. How can you even talk about Footloose? in
No,
the
they never
same-
even should have done the first one.
No, I see what you're saying. There you go. Yeah, but
Well-
some movies you just shouldn't touch.
Yeah,
so-
well, I mean, I'm a fan of, like, I don't have a hate against remakes. Like if the remake is good, it's good. If it's bad, then you still have the original to go back to.
No,
Um,
I get that. I'm just saying some they shouldn't even attempt.
Right. I
Like The
understand
Godfather,
that.
Godfather,
Yeah,
or
definitely
Jaws,
not.
or any of those. Yeah.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
touch it. It's
Well,
priceless.
they kind
Me
of tried
too.
to remake Jaws with that Meg kind of thing.
No, but that wasn't Jaws.
No, it wasn't Jaws.
No,
but
Jaws.
No,
making the
Meg is a
shark
book.
like
Meg
that
was
guy.
a book.
Yeah,
You
but
know.
they've done that. Like they did that with Deep Blue Sea too. But it wasn't Jaws. Like they didn't
No,
call it Jaws.
no. But I mean, taking that, Jaws was awesome because it was unique, and it was wonderful, and it was, if you left it alone, it would have still been that way. Now they've got the Meg and everything else trying to compete against. I'll tell you right now, my I've seen them. I still think Jaws outdoes.
It does. Of course,
Meg.
it does. And you know the thing about Jaws is they had such trouble with the shark because it was made in Pinewood Studios in England, and they only tested it in pools. There were 3 sharks built, 27 feet long. And once they got them into the ocean on Martha's Vineyard off of Massachusetts, the salt water affected all the wiring.
Oh wow!
And that's why you couldn't see the shark at the beginning, because it wouldn't work. And I think in hindsight, it worked to the movie, almost Hitchcock, as far as
Yeah.
the suspense. You
Well,
don't
yeah,
see
you
it,
can't,
right?
yeah. And I mean, I think that gave it a sense of horror.
And
It
plus,
was just amazing.
the shark knew how to play the oboe, which
Yes.
I thought was good. That's an oboe.
Yeah, I like how Spielberg took the book and like left a lot of the stuff out, because
Yeah.
if you read the book, there was like the mob was involved,
Yeah.
and Hooper had an affair with Brody's
With
wife.
Brody's
and-
wife.
Yeah.
It worked well. It worked well.
That's
And
a whole different movie.
Yeah, that would have been an interesting movie if they did it that
It's
way.
a whole different movie.
yeah, The Godfather meets Jaws, basically. is what
That
it-
would have been cool.
yeah.
I'd like you to meet my little friend.
No, that's Scarface.
Well, that's Scarface.
I'm a huge horror fan, so there's some horror films that were remade that should have been left alone, like The Fog.
Okay, go ahead.
The Fog, John Carpenter's Fog was something special, and then in 2005 or 6, Tom Welling was in the remake, which he was at the height of Smallville, so they figured they would try to see if the Smallville fans would come over and watch it, and the movie failed.
It wasn't Tom Welling's fault, though.
No, it wasn't Tom Welling's
Don't-
fault. I mean,
don't
a lot
mess
of the
with-
times it's the script.
Just don't mess with greatness. Like they did that with The Mist, too.
Yeah.
Like, don't.
Yeah,
There's
just
so many
don't
of
do it.
them that are timeless, so they don't need to be remade. They should never be remade.
Some of those that are good.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, I'm not
like,
denying that.
like taking some of the TV series and they like Star Trek, the new movies with the new Spock and the new Kirk. I love them. Fantastic.
The thing that irks me is when they take an old TV show from like the 70s or the 80s and they want to make it into a movie and they turn it into a comedy.
Yeah, well, that's
But
kind
it
of
wasn't.
Right.
yeah,
did you
when it
see-
wasn't a comedy to begin with.
Did you see the new Lost in Space?
They did a comedy.
Well, they
I-
did a
that-
movie. Like it was but then Netflix did a series.
The
No.
series was
Yeah,
I
it's
saw
series.
the first season. I thought it was okay.
They only did
I
one
didn't think it
season.
was horrible. I didn't think it was great.
Well, I mean, like the original was horrible.
But at the time, for the time,
For
it
the
was
time,
like,
it was amazing.
when you're an 8-year-old boy watching Lost in Space at that
Oh.
age, I mean, it was incredible.
You brought up one yesterday that I think should be redone.
Which one?
Where we were watching The Mandalorian,
Yes.
and you saw the frog woman. And you said they looked like I can't think of the creature's name from Land of the Lost.
Oh yeah, Sleestack.
The Sleestacks.
Well, they redid Land of the Lost with Will Ferrell.
Yeah, see, that was the problem.
Yeah.
Well, I have no idea what that movie is.
talking about
I've never
as a
heard of that
kid.
movie.
Land of the Lost was a TV show on Saturday mornings by Sid and Marty Krofft, who also did HR Puff and stuff. And they remade the movie Land of the Lost with Will Ferrell a few years back, and they kept it pretty original. It's about a professor and his 2 kids go down this whirlpool and end up back in time.
I
Yeah.
watched the show. I watched the TV show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
The
Yeah,
TV show was amazing. It was great.
yeah.
Then
I
you
watch it every
freaking
Saturday.
remake the movie and you put Will Ferrell in it. There's where you messed up.
Yeah, I know. It's not a
Have you seen it? Have you seen the movie?
yeah, a few times.
And was it any good at all?
I mean, it had its merits. Like they kept the Sleestacks pretty well close to what they were.
Okay.
It is very funny if you remove it from being Land of the Lost. right?
Okay.
If you can separate that if they called it something else, it would have it was pretty funny.
How about the new Jumanji?
No, why? I know it's good. I love Jack Black. I love everything he does, but why? I don't get it.
I enjoyed it, but I really like Jumanji. I like both of them, and I like the fact that they put it in, something new. They made it a video game as opposed to a board game.
But
Right.
they didn't forget the original
Yeah.
existed.
It was just a continuation of the story.
Exactly.
Yeah. They didn't try to redo Robin Williams' character or anything like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, they can't.
Go ahead.
They can't. They can't remake
No,
it.
you
They
can't.
can't remake it that way.
No,
they
they
just
can't.
they just had to pay homage to the original source material. Is kind of how I
But
feel.
which brings me back to my original point. Steve Martin never should have done the Pink
No.
Panther. I mean, Peter Sellers is genius.
Oh,
And Steve Martin, I love him, but they never should have made
my
it.
dad cried when they announced Peter Sellers died. He was such a fan.
Well, he was a genius, absolute genius.
I
And
love
if you think about some of the movies and when they were made and in the time that everything was being made during that time, like a lot of the horror movies shouldn't be remade because the things that were talked about in the horror movie or whatever it was
No, right.
was for the time period. Like it related to what was happening during that time. So if you try to take it out of that time and put it somewhere new, it doesn't necessarily work as well.
Or here's a good example. Halloween, when Rob Zombie did it, it was basically a Rob Zombie movie. And as a fan of Halloween, I did not enjoy those films. I'm not particularly a fan of Rob Zombie because all of his films are pretty much the same. So that's a mistake right there that was made.
Well, who was directing it? Was it him?
Rob Zombie wrote it and directed it.
Like, what gives him the qualifications to direct a movie? Number one.
He wrote a song once.
Yeah, no kidding. It's like, I'm a director now. Yeah, great. Okay, sure. That and 60 cents will get you on the bus. But I see your point. I mean, don't mess with it. Don't mess with it. That's all I'm saying.
I know
John
Carpenter. John Carpenter did after he saw it. He basically trashed it, which
I'd imagine so.
serves him right.
Yeah, no kidding.
What did you think of the new Get Smart movie with
Steve Carell.
No, with Carell.
Steve Carell.
Steve Carell. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Steve Carell.
I enjoyed.
I thought that movie was all right because it kind of kept the tone of the series.
Mhm.
But Steve Carell, I think, is a better dramatic actor than he is a comedian.
I don't know. I think his timing's pretty good.
Yeah.
No, he is a good comedian, but he's a better dramatic actor. But I guess comedians really do, like Robin Williams, very great comedian, but he's also a very fantastic.
Well, he won an
dramatic
Oscar
actor.
for his dramatic acting. I mean, he could flip the switch on and off, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't put him in a weird movie like 1 Hour Photo.
No, that was a freaky movie.
I'm not one for. I don't like horror movies or movies in that kind of that fit in that genre. Funny thing is, when I was younger, I used to live for them. I had a black and white TV in my room in the basement.
You're living
And
large.
I used to watch Fright Night
Yes.
on Friday nights at midnight. They had all those horror things.
Yeah, the B movies.
Oh yeah, and I used to love them. Something happened in my teen years. I think it was when I was babysitting one day. I was watching The Exorcist.
You're gonna throw up pea soup right now.
Yeah,
It's gonna be good.
Turkey
soup. That's
I
awesome.
was never a big. It's his fault. Like I would watch certain movies. Like I would watch paranormal ghost movies, and I would watch vampire movies and werewolf movies, but I would not watch the other stuff. And so he really, I just ended up watching other stuff.
So, like,
Sorry,
this is my
Nicole.
Christmas gift.
Oh look at right on.
Comprehensive ridiculousness.
Every single Friday the 13th.
Yeah,
Wow, that's a
there's
lot
one
of
every
Fridays.
year. Or there's one. Is there one every year?
Now,
Yes, of course.
I will say though that I have a brand new respect for that set of movies that I didn't before, because I met Kane Hodder, and this guy is the coolest guy to meet.
Well, let people know who he is, first of all.
Well,
So-
he plays Jason. Well, he's the most famous Jason. He played Jason in 7, 8, 9, and 10. And he's basically a stuntman. You know, he's been in the business over 40 years, and he's worked as a stunt coordinator for many movies. And he just thought he was going to play this character, Jason. He didn't think he was going to be someone that the conventions say, "Hey, Kane, we need you to come because people love you." And yeah, he's a teddy bear. He's very, very friendly.
Oh, I
He
didn't think
loves-
he'd come. I didn't think he'd come out with a machete.
he definitely loves his fans, and he appreciates the. Are you laughing at what Ryan says?
Yeah.
Ryan
think
loves Friday
so.
the 13th more than his own family,
Wow.
You might.
Yeah, see,
including the vagina trophies.
the
Yeah.
vagina trophies.
You're just gonna say that all night, aren't you?
And I don't.
I
have to-
think we need to hashtag that. We need that hashtag.
Vagina trophies.
Yes.
All right, there we go again.
Yes, Pam. Dark Shadows.
I
Yeah,
couldn't
Dark
agree more.
Shadows.
With Johnny Depp was fantastic,
That was a good
but,
one.
but it's not a horror movie.
Yeah, well, no,
Well,
Dark
Well,
Shadows-
they made it a comedic. They put
Yeah,
a comedic spin to it.
So, here-
I mean, the original was basically a soap opera.
Yeah, it was a soap opera in the afternoon. And
So-
Barnabas Collins is from Ontario.
So the first I'm going to start with Nicole. Then I'm going to go to Brian. A movie that, when you watch it, there was any scene, like one scene in it, that just made everything on your back just stand right up.
My wedding video.
Hey, me too.
Oh, I tell you.
The
Um,
sex tape you made was even worse.
Would you shut up?
No, but
So
Shut me.
you were alone.
Yeah, shut up. Please, for the love of God. Go ahead, continue.
it depends. Well, it depends on when you see it. So, like when I was a kid, there were things that would happen after I saw movies that would like creep me out. So, I saw People Under the Stairs when I was like 11,
Oh yeah.
and that was the same night the gerbil got out of its cage and chewed on the bottom of the bed, and it scared the hell out of me. But probably the one that still just creeps me out to this day is in Seven, when Brad Pitt's character is screaming what's in the box, and
Oh yeah.
you don't actually really ever see what's in the box, but you can guess
You know
what's
what's-
in the box. And
Well, it's like Rosemary's Baby. You never see the baby, right? Classic movie, and Norman Polanski, and just a psychological mind screw, for lack of a better term. I have a better term, but I can't say it. But yeah, the suspense plays a huge part, I think, in movies. And I go back to Hitchcock. Hitchcock was, you know it, even though he doesn't show it. You know what I mean? I mean, you get scared of something you don't know. Oh, you know what it is you're scared of, but you're not really seeing it. And I think that
Yeah.
adds.
What's the term? Less is more. Because
Oh, yeah.
John Carpenter's like that too.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
Toby Hooper's
Texas
Texas
Chainsaw.
Chainsaw Massacre. It's like you don't actually see, you just see the splatter of blood up the sheet. You don't necessarily see the, you don't see
the famous
tragedy.
hook scene. You
Yeah.
you see the hook, you see the back, but you don't actually see the hook go through the back.
All right. So Brian, seen in a movie that made the hair go right up and straight up, all up your back.
But
1982 is John Carpenter's The Thing.
Okay.
When they have the body on the table and the stomach opens up and bites the guy's hands.
that's a pretty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
'Cause,
remember
like
that.
it comes out of nowhere. Like his hands fall through and then yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to say I hated the ending of that movie. Like seriously, I sat there and I was like, "What the fuck?"
What did you think of the remake of The Thing?
Oh, the one from 2011. Actually, it's not a remake. It's a prequel because at the end of that is the start of the first of the 82 version.
Oh,
Because
okay.
that takes place where the dog, what is it? I think they were Swedish, the Swedish people there. And so that's where the end of that, the beginning of the 82 thing happens.
All right.
Because that's the camp where the creature first came from.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, that's a good one. John,
It's
had
not
that boy
in
for a second. For me,
Yeah.
in the movie Signs. Remember the movie Signs?
Signs, yes. Bruce Willis.
The
Oh
one
no,
scene-
no, not Bruce Willis. Signs.
Mark Wahlberg.
No,
That's The Happening.
Oh, the other
Signs.
one,
Mel
Signs.
Gibson.
Mel Gibson. Where
Yeah.
where he's in the when he looks out the
I
window
get it.
and you see the alien run across and just look at him, and he runs across the driveway there. The
Yeah.
only scene for that moment. But every time I see that, even though I know it's coming, my whole body just shrivels, and every just hair on my body stands up. I feel like he's looking at me. Just
That is a pretty creepy scene.
Yeah.
The other one is A Quiet Place,
Mhm.
when she has to walk up the stairs and she steps on the nail.
Oh. How about
And
you,
I
What?
realize that it's not necessarily like a monsters thing, but it's like, you know, that every single like I could not have been silent if that had been me.
And she was barefoot. That's
I would have
And now for
screamed
the
my
foot, yes.
freaking head off, and I would have been eaten.
Well, that's delightful.
what scene in a movie makes every hair on the back of your neck just stand right up when you see it? Doesn't matter how many times you watch it. Every time you see that.
I don't know. That's a loaded question. Scary movies just don't really do much for me as far as like getting me scared, because I know it's totally fake. But I got to get over that. I get lost in those movies, like most people. But nothing really jarred me like that.
No?
I think. Oh man, I give me a moment. I honestly don't know. I honestly
no, what about the Universal
whoa,
Monsters?
back up the pickle truck, kids. Ever since I was a little kid, when the Wizard of Oz came on, two scenes in that movie scared me. Now you might say Wizard of Oz, yeah, scared the shit out
Why
of me when
not?
I was a little kid. When the witch's head got really big in the crystal ball and stared at you,
Oh yeah.
flipped me right out. And when you see the flying monkeys coming in to the haunted forest, and you just see them coming in like a big flock, I was done.
When you're a kid, yeah.
No,
Like
me
that,
now.
you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, right now I'm afraid of it. I still look at it going, oh
Do you remember the Army of Darkness?
no. Oh, was that
Sam Raimi.
Huh?
It's a classic. Army of
Yeah.
Darkness.
Army of Darkness. Well, we had it on VHS, and my son Eric was only like 4, and he was just figuring out the VHS remote control.
Yes.
And there's a scene in it where the duplicate grows, and he ends up facing himself after they split apart. And the evil Ash is going, "Ooh, you're the evil Ash. You're just a goody two shoes." And he goes, "Good Ash, bad Ash. I'm the Ash with the gun," and shoots him in the face.
Oh, wow, that's cheerful.
Well, we could hear it. My wife and I were in the kitchen, and Eric was in the living room all by himself watching. And we thought he's going to freak out when he got shot in the face. We come running in. We were too late. Boom! You see a fly. Eric starts laughing and giggling, and he rewinds it, and he watches it again, and he rewind for 15 minutes. He rewound that one spot. He wore the tape out in that one spot.
Well, now he's in an institution.
You start worrying about your kid then, like
Yeah, really. Oh, show
Oh,
it
yeah.
again.
Which is your favorite ending?
I beg your pardon.
Well, I have this version that has like 4 versions of the film. So, oh man, I'd have to say that I like the director's cut.
Well, which of the endings did you like the best?
show them the one that
Oh
You
man,
don't give anything away.
Well, no, I mean they put out 2 different endings to the movie.
Yeah, but
well,
I don't know.
I mean, there's the one
I
where he
seen
comes
both of
back and he's working at the S
Yeah.
Mart.
And then the demon woman attacks, and he shoots her, and then he says, "Hail to the chief, baby," and he gives her the kiss.
Yeah,
Ooh, there's smooching in it.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
you know, I do have to say I do like that scene. it's hard to pick because I probably owned every release of Army of Darkness. Army of Darkness and Evil Dead probably have the most releases of any movie on all formats.
That's true.
Okay, so here's a story for you. So this is our life because Brian has like probably 800. When we met, he had at least 600 DVDs or some version of something. DVD, HD, Blu-ray, 4K, pick a thing. Yeah, whatever. And so the collection has grown exponentially by now. So Oliver grew up his whole life with all of these movies sitting on a spinner rack. So we have a really big spinner rack and there's like huge movies. So there's a whole like two sides of one of the spinner rack is nothing but horror movies. So Oliver was like 4 and he'd walk over to the thing and say, "Mommy, I want to watch this movie." And he'd point to the Puppet Master.
Oh.
How's our puppet?
And I'm like, "Baby, you don't want to watch that movie."
No.
And he's like, "Yes, I do, Mommy. It's got toys in it." And I'm like, "You don't want to watch this movie."
A lot of movies have toys in it, but you don't want kids to see them.
So he pulls it out. And so I think,
You were alone.
how old was he when you finally let him watch it? Like maybe it was 5.
Yeah.
And this kid watched the whole movie and he said, "Mommy, I don't know what you were worried about. It wasn't scary. They're fake. Everybody's wearing a mask. It's not real." And I'm like,
Good.
"All right, smart ass." So
Really?
my child, my 6-year-old child, Nika has these like figures. They're all of horror movie icons. So this is Jason's head. So and there's like 3 heads that go with this Jason from Friday the 13th, the new chapter. And he has a Sam from Trick or Treat. He has Freddy from The Nightmare on Elm Street. And which other one does he have?
I think that's all he has right now.
He has another Jason figure too.
Well,
So this kid goes over to the things in Target, like the little side things by where the movies are, and he'll go pick a horror figure before he picks something else.
Yeah.
Smart kid.
You're saying I have to worry about my kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I said that. That's why I said that. I'm like, either my kid is gonna produce some horror movie makeup or write amazing horror movies someday, or he's gonna become a serial killer. And
All right, that's set the bar high.
We have a headless Bumbles.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, look, we've established that I'm not going to be Mother of the Year.
Oh, well, that'd be a new trophy, anyways.
Talking about Mothers of the Year, I'm going to introduce you to somebody.
Oh no!
Hey, there's my mom. Hi, Mom.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good. Wow, you look so good.
Oh,
Look at that face. Isn't that a face you just want to kiss?
All right, get away.
Yeah, you make me want to sing. You look good, honey. I don't care.
You know, Mom.
You know, your son's in the room. Call me later.
Mom, you're both single, you know.
That's okay, but I'm 10 years older than him.
I'm not calling you dad,
You're
though.
damn right you're not. Oh my goodness. So how was how you been keeping? Okay.
I always keep okay. I'm good.
So I want to introduce you. This is Brian and Nicole. They've
Hi,
got
Brian.
Hi.
they've got their own show on Saturdays called Reels and Heels. They talk about TV shows, movies, comic books, pop culture, wrestling. And I'm gonna bring on one of your other fans. Let's make this a party. And we got Pam.
Hello.
Hi.
Pam, meet
How's
Brian and
everybody?
Nicole.
Hi, Brian. Hi, Nicole.
Hi.
Pam's still waiting
Nice to
for
meet
her recipes.
Yeah, I am.
What's that?
Actually.
She's still waiting for the recipes you promised.
For which one?
The Ammonite soup.
Both of them were Hawaiian torque.
Yes,
One
and
is
the
mango cheesecake, and
So
one is
make-
Hawaiian torque.
write it down how you make it and send it to me so I can send it to her.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Or we could cut Mark out of the loop and you can just send it to me.
Well, how about I hook you two up?
That would
Okay.
be great. All right.
Check this out. we're in Winnipeg. We're right in the center of the continent.
Yes.
We've got Brian and Nicole. You're in Toronto, right?
Oh, we're
Yeah,
in
we're in
Florida.
Florida.
Florida. How did you get Toronto
I
mixed up
thought-
with Florida?
They said they were in the east.
Well, that's two guests we had tonight from Florida.
Yeah, and
Wow.
my mother's in Vancouver, Richmond, BC, Vancouver area.
And Pam's down there in Grove.
Steveston.
Oh yeah, you're in Steveston. I'm sorry, Mom.
And Pam's back in Massachusetts. There we go.
Yes,
Isn't it?
remember.
Oh, wonderful.
Well,
Well, that was
just
rock,
beautiful.
Island.
Steveston, they refer to Steveston as the jewel in the crown, which British Columbia, Vancouver, is the crown of BC, and Steveston is the jewel in the crown. That's why I emphasize Steveston.
Good
That's
stuff.
beautiful.
And any of you are welcome to visit.
All right, we're all coming.
It's so much nicer than what they call Polk
coming.
County.
Oh, yeah.
I'd
What?
love to go out
Mark,
there.
that isn't okay. I guess me
Well,
sending
you're
you-
welcome to
Mom,
come
okay.
anytime.
I'm
Don't say that
coming,
too loud.
Lola.
All of you, huh?
All of my shows don't film there anymore. They're all gone.
Yeah.
No, my mother would take you in heartbeat. Steveston is a beautiful area. It's right. It's right in the on the
Beautiful,
corner of the country. You go from her place. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump to the ocean.
I don't want to hop, skip, and jump.
Well, you can't hop, skip.
To
and jump.
the Pacific Ocean?
Yes,
No.
yes, you are. You're in the Pacific Ocean.
Oh, is it? Well, I don't know.
She's on the Atlantic.
It's a great
You're
big
not
body of
going
water
outside.
here.
So Pam's on the Atlantic Ocean, and you're on the Pacific
something
Ocean.
like that because I don't know. All I know is water.
Would you buy her a map?
Stop Google. But yeah, so yeah, you're on the. She's right where the Fraser River empties into the Pacific Ocean.
Which I have
yeah,
no idea. What,
yeah,
I
okay.
don't know what the Fraser River
Yeah.
is. But now I
Yeah.
do.
Now
Thank
I
you.
understand. Now
There's
I
one-
can understand that.
And if you go down to the end of Davidson or Davie Street, there's one of the most beautiful beaches in Canada.
Fantastic. We have guests just staring at us, Mark.
So
And you can go there.
All of you just go in it. Just let my mom know you're coming. She'll have a tort ready for you.
Groovy.
Oh, well, I'm going to come visit you, Rachel, for sure.
I
There
have
you
a
go.
I'm not sure.
that is very welcoming.
Oh, I love you. That's awesome.
Wait till she cooks for you.
I don't know about Florida though. After Tanya Lee, like after what she was saying about Florida, I'm not sure about that Q-tip community. Them with the go-karts down there.
She'll make you one of
What do you think
these.
about
Well, we're right between Tampa and Orlando, so we're not in that area.
That's the tiramisu cake.
Yeah,
that? I want
So-
that.
yeah. She'll make that for you when you go down. So, do you have a lot of gray-haired
Okay.
people where you are?
No, Mark.
No.
If I go see your mother, I'm going up,
Yes.
not down.
That's true.
Okay.
Well,
when I
down
go
from
up to see your mother. Do you know what I'm
It's down
saying?
from Winnipeg.
No, it isn't.
Yes,
If
it
I
is.
go to
It's up. It's over.
Oh. Well, I hope
it's
you're
up
all
in-
enjoying this geography
Every
lesson.
which way you look at it, just as long as you come over, who cares? Up,
Oh,
down,
right. Yes, I agree.
sideways. Don't care.
Sideways works.
When did we lose
Who
control of
doesn't
this whole thing?
Tuesday.
Okay.
Now we know why the show's called Now What.
Now what?
So,
Now
I'm
what?
just looking at-
So John and Mark will come together too.
Okay.
okay, but Mom, you've got to take them for this. This was. Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on. What happened there?
I don't
Oh, I
know.
turned it into a background. I don't want a background.
Excellent.
Here I go. I'll reload that picture here.
Okay.
My mother took me for sushi at this place, and the size of this this roll of sushi was
Ah, yeah,
massive.
Tokyo Joe.
The thing is like 2 inches in diameter.
Wow.
That's Tokyo Joe.
What is
The
that?
best
Like
sushi.
a whole hunk of salmon just wrapped up with some seaweed? What is that?
Yeah, it's like a half of a salmon.
But that's not sushi. That's like a hunk of salmon.
It was
This is
amazing
so
trying to
cool.
eat it.
This is a combination of sushi, tuna, salmon, and what's that other one?
Crab.
Crab, yeah.
Big crab.
Paula.
Wow.
Yeah,
I've never seen like so big.
Oh,
Yeah.
The best sushi in town. The best sushi in town. They're
I
really
had
good.
stomach ache. I really did.
I'm sorry to hear
And
that.
the soup is free. You don't pay for the soup.
Yeah, miso soup.
Really? It's
Yeah.
You guys
free?
eat, Ryan and Nicole, do you guys eat sushi?
I'm
Yeah, no kidding, huh?
some. I don't like salmon though, so I'm kind of a salmon snob. Brian will eat it though.
Yeah, I'll
Well,
eat it.
you can have tuna. There,
We
spicy
Go up
tuna
to
is
the free
awesome.
soup though, right?
And you
We
can
could just all
Yeah.
go to dinner and get free soup.
You
Let's go
want
for
the
the soup.
I don't know what's going
if you
on.
want the house special, then you can just tell them to omit the salmon and put you tuna instead.
That restaurant was so accommodating. And the thing is, my mother goes there so often
Yes,
that they're going, "Oh, hi, Rachel, have a seat."
that's very nice.
I'm like, "What the
Oh,
hell?"
it's like
Well,
dinner.
I get my order before I order it, so
Yeah, you know what she wants.
Why are you yelling at me?
She doesn't even order anything. They just start bringing her plates.
You'll be all right. You get
Rachel,
excited
do you have
when
your
talk
own special table? You sit in the same spot every time?
no, I don't. I
No?
know where I like to sit, but if it's empty, I know where I sit. But if it's busy, I'll sit anywhere.
about. Oh, good for you.
It's like me in the hospital. They know me by name.
Yep.
All right, Mom. Thank you for joining us.
We'll see you later, Mom.
Send the recipes to me.
We'll
Good
get the
night.
recipes to them.
We'll
Hey,
get you.
Rachel, nice meeting you.
Nice seeing you.
So
Happy New Year, Rachel, by the way.
Oh,
yeah.
thank you, Pam. Stick around because we're
Yeah.
going to talk about.
yeah, so Pam, stick around. Yeah, so that's my mom.
There we go. Now, where can people find you guys?
Well, you can find us every Saturday on facebook.com. Was it
Facebook Live.
// Reels and
Reels
Heels
and Heels.
official. And then you can find us on the HWS
Web TV.
Web TV YouTube channel.
Okay.
But I did also want to say Nicole's also a teacher, and
Uh-huh.
she does a program called Comics in the Classroom.
Nice.
Kind of not been very active with everything that's happened.
But
There's no conventions to go to, and there's no places really to go. But
Right, right.
yeah, you can find me at Comics in the Classroom FL on Facebook, and Comics in the. I have Twitter, and well, I don't work my Twitter page. Somebody else does that for me
Well, good
And then
for you. I can't
Instagram.
figure it out either.
because I have no idea. And Instagram at CIT Classroom.
yeah.
CIT, yeah.
But the goal is to get comics actually part of the curriculum in all schools across the U.S.
Well, you know what? I think that's a very good idea because I know that schools now, I don't know about in FLA, but up here, even the school libraries have not only history or biography or whatever, they also have graphic novel sections now, which I think is a step in the right direction.
It definitely is. And the kids learn so much from comics in general. Like, I think we don't give comics enough credit when we talk about vocabulary, when we talk about understanding media as well as the written word. And
Right.
like, as a matter of fact, I joke with a lot of my kids because I say it should be a thought bubble, not a speech bubble. And I'm like, those things should stay up here and not be something you say.
That's a
So,
very good
you
angle.
know, there's understanding of how, what language means and whether we think it or we actually say it. Like, we really should have. It's over there.
Parenting never ends.
Goblin.
Yes, goblin. That's true. He really is. He's a goblin. I forgot what I was saying.
Talking about
Comics in
school.
the Classroom.
Oh, yeah, and what comics can teach. Like, our kids become a lot more. They're becoming a lot more unable to understand visual expressions, so facial expressions of people and the way faces determine emotion. So like the kids, like they have no idea what eyebrows do. Like
Yeah.
everybody has them, but they have no idea what it means.
People forget that
And
80% of our communication really is body language and everything else. I mean, you're an educator, we're both entertainers. We've learned to vocabulate better. I think that's a real word.
If you just said it wrong, that just blew your
No,
whole
no.
argument right out of the water.
The idea, people will get the idea. We're able to get our message across with just our words better than average people because we are trained to do so. I am trained in radio. You can't see me in radio. You're a comic. People don't look at you because they're looking at the ground while they're laughing so hard.
Oh, look, he saved himself there.
Well, they just don't want to look.
Well, if they're not looking at me, why the hell do I waste so much friggin' money on headshots?
well, when you're
I tried a couple of headshots, but I missed.
No. I
when you're a teacher, like when you're a teacher, you have to be able to travel in all the areas. Like you have to be able to use your face, your body language. You have to be able to use your words, but you have to be able to do all the other things too.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
as a parent too, like my kids know if a lot of times, since I diffuse a lot of things with humor, because I don't usually yell at my kids, but not at least not often. I end up laughing.
You don't have to explain yourself here. Don't worry.
But when I do get angry with them, they know. And they don't know based on my words necessarily. They know based on my face.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Because if my words don't say it, my face definitely will.
I knew it because my mother couldn't get our names right. She would go, Stephen, Mike, Mickey, Mark, one of you. And that's when we knew she was mad because she didn't know who she was talking to.
No, mine was when my mom used my middle name.
Ooh.
Yeah, when you got the middle name, you know you were hooped. John Graham Youngberg. Oh, I'm fucked. And there you go. Yeah.
When my ex-wife used to use my full name, she even used to throw in my Hebrew name.
Well, at least she didn't shout out other names.
Yeah, once, but it was one of my middle names, so it was okay. I think.
All right, let's go.
My mom, I was 35 not too long ago, and my mom called me Nicole, and I went, "What'd I do?" And she went, "Well, you're an adult. Don't you want to be called by your adult name?" And I went, "No, not by you.
Well,
Call me what you always call me. If you call me my full birth name, if you call me my birth name, I think I'm in trouble."
well, there you go. Just amp up her meds. She'll be fine.
My brother's name is Michael, but he won't answer to that.
I wouldn't
He only
answer you either.
He only answers to Mickey. We've called him Mickey all his life. He will not answer to Michael. You call him Michael, he just doesn't even register it. So I don't know if my mother ever called him Michael. Maybe when she was angry. I don't know.
All right. Well, listen, we're going to move it along. We're going to find out what's going on in the world. Thank you so much for joining us. We will talk to you again real soon. Yes?
Yes.
Now I'm confused. Do you live up here or you live down there now?
We live in Florida.
We live in Florida.
So what's your Winnipeg tie? I'm still confused on that.
Oh, Willow.
Skylar.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know. Okay, fine. Okay. There we go. I'm good.
Willow started on their show.
Yes.
And then she started Willow's Pillow Talk. Maybe we'll
Well,
join
she
you.
started Willow's Pillow Talk before she was on our show. It just didn't
Oh, really?
have legs.
Yeah.
Like
Hey.
she didn't do it as often. Like she started it, but it wasn't something she did as
Well, thank
often as
you.
after she became.
She's more famous.
All right. All right. We'd love to see you again. Maybe have us on your show and we'll talk
Yes.
to you soon.
Yeah.
Take care.
Bye.
Take it easy. So what are the chances of having two guests on from Florida?
That's pretty odd.
We don't have anyone on from Omaha ever.
I'd love to get Trump on.
Go to hell in a handbasket.
I just want to laugh in his
Go
face.
to hell in a handbasket. I will personally.
You know what I want to do?
I will get rid of that camera if you bring
No,
on that
the-
friggin' douchebag.
The one thing I'd love to do is while he's in mid-sentence, just turn him off.
No, don't even get him on.
Well, you know what?
Is it time?
I think so. So we're gonna start off with a video.
Okay.
Tell-
Now can I set this
yeah,
up?
set us up.
Pam, of course, our New England correspondent, we were talking about Christmas gifts the other day, and she got a gift that was questionable. I can't say who it's from because she doesn't want to upset the apple cart at home. But we talked about re-gifting gifts, And you know, we all get gifts. You go like, oh, you know, they bought this at the checkout at the grocery store, impulse buy. So this is
Have you ever done that?
oh yeah. What do you think I got you your present?
I thought so. I thought I saw that at like Esso.
That's right. I got you some of those pink daisy razors and some neat. All right, so let's take a look. This is Pam setting it up.
What a beautiful package. I wonder what this is. Looks pretty special. Kind of excited. It's nice and shiny. I love shiny. Okay, let's open it up. What do we got? Oh. Oh. Oh, it's a throw. I got a throw. All right. Well, it's a really fine throw, isn't it? Only the best. Oh. Well, maybe I'll be regifting this. Ho, ho, ho. It's a throw. I think I've come up with the perfect idea. I'm gonna throw the throw. I'm gonna send it to John. Perfect. Nothing says Christmas like a ho-ho throw.
Oh my goodness gracious.
This is a
Dear John. In Canada from Pam, USA. Oh, it'll get here.
oh, what about me? I live here too.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Pam.
So I guess we ruined the surprise, but Merry Christmas!
Yeah,
Guess
well-
what you're getting?
Well, John came up with a wonderful idea for that thing.
Yes, what we're gonna do is now. Can we give a backstory on this a bit without giving away who gave it to you?
Sure.
Well, go ahead.
Well, yeah. Okay. Well, you know, there's people that are in your life for a really long time that know you really well, and you know, people come and go, and some people stay and then they go. But then, you know, Christmas always comes around, and then so yeah, so you get this really personalized, special, highly curated throw gift that, you know, you open it and you're thinking one thing maybe, but then you see the reality of it. And
Yeah. Well, let's
It's
just
a
say you
freaking
put like
throw. Okay, this is what you get.
You think after 30 years it might have been something a little different. That's all we're gonna say. So you
I
came
would have
up with
gone
a
with a bottle of chocolates, a bottle of cheap wine would have worked well for me. You know, a McDonald's gift card. I don't even eat there, but I could have, you know, whatever. But
Yeah.
a throw. Okay.
a throw.
This
Now
is what you get after 35 years. So you know what, Tanya Lee, you know, you got it right with that, all that. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you get. Although you have a nice one.
So we thought of this plan, Mark, and I think the viewers are going to like this. You saw Pam addressed it to me.
Yep.
We're going to throw the wait. We're going
Throw
to
the throw.
throw the throw. Is that it?
Yep.
All right. So
You're
you're going to.
throw it.
That's right. It's like 3D television. You're going to. You're going to send it to me. All right. And we'll take a picture of it, and then I'm going to send it on to our viewers
Somebody
and
else.
guests. Somebody else. If you want the throw, you have to
Send me the video separate to this.
Wait. No. I think
Yeah,
they
no, still I can edit them together.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying send us their address.
Yes.
Not on here, not on the
No,
chat.
no.
They can do it through my private message.
Yep, they can send it to private message.
So send me your address. Once I get the throw, I'll take a picture and then send it to whoever is next in line for the throw, and then you have to pass it along to one of our viewers.
But what we can do,
Yes.
even better,
Yeah.
get her. She can.
And you
Get
can
somebody to
add
throw
your
it.
own message.
Oh,
Right.
hold
So-
on, Pam. Hold on.
so-
Listen to this idea.
So you get somebody to videotape you separately throwing it, and then when we get it here, we'll videotape John catching it,
Oh, that's great.
writing his name down, and then throwing it. And as more people do this and send me the videos, I'll continually add on to the stream
This could be new.
And-
This could be new.
until we have a full hour of people throwing it, and we'll just call it the throw episode.
A full hour
Throw
of
the
that.
throw, and they can add their own personalized messaging to this outrageously highly
Yep.
qualified, beautiful wrapping. It can just take
Well,
a
what we'll do
Sharpie.
is once it gets here, I'll wrap it all the way around in plastic so they can just keep writing on it.
Yeah.
And not harm the throw.
Yeah, we're not going to harm
You're
the
gonna
throw.
rewrap the throw
No,
for
no,
real?
over top of it so they can still see what you wrote with saran wrap so that people can write on it as well until it's completely covered in writing without harming the fabric.
Or they can also send a card.
Oh! So we don't want to skankify this. This isn't
No,
going to
there's
go
no
around the
skankifying.
world and get
No, because you won't
skanky.
be able to read it if it's skankified.
No, it's not going to be one of those kind of throw things you use. You know, hey, where are my socks? I need my socks quick.
All right. Well, there we go. Hey, will you send it to your mom, Mark?
Yeah, we can send it to my mom first.
Excellent.
Oh, but she might open it. She might
No,
not,
she won't
you
open it.
know.
She's watching. She can see what we're doing.
All right.
Oh, Rachel, do you want the throw?
So are you gonna
Rachel,
be part of our little game, Mom?
you do. Do
Huh?
you like this? Do you like this?
No, the idea is not for her to like it.
I have a throw. I have a nice one too.
No, the idea is not for you to keep it, Mom. The idea is that she signed it to John. John is going to sign it to you. You're going to sign it and send it to somebody
It will be
else.
what I got in the last 10 years, so that would be okay.
No, she's not keeping it.
You're not supposed to keep it. I'll send you your own throw, Mom. But this one,
So I have my own throw.
Throw
This one is
Christmas.
free
Let's
to-
just throw it away.
this one is for you to sign and then send it to somebody else.
Well, I'm sitting here and I'm wondering that it's the thought that counts, and I'm thinking to myself, like I didn't get anything, so I'm wondering why.
You didn't give your mother a gift.
You didn't give her a gift either.
You couldn't even get your mother a throw, a beautiful throw for Christmas.
Now wait a minute. Wait a minute.
That's
Let's
okay.
not everybody.
Don't attack him because I didn't get from anybody, so he's not the only one.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna have a word with your son about that. Second of all, no, it's not Pam's making fun of getting a gift. Everyone loves to get a gift. You have to know the story behind it. You gave it to her, and we can't revolt that on the air. Okay, it was rather insulting.
I didn't get a gift for anybody.
What do you mean? I gave you.
Didn't give gift to anybody.
What are you even living here for then?
You know.
Oh my goodness.
The war.
Yeah, he said my gift is tied up in the mail. It's
It
from
is.
Amazon.
Yours is.
That's
No,
a
it's not
good-
from Amazon.
Where?
It's from China.
Oh, China. That explains it. I'm gonna get the Who Flung Poof flu again.
I'll tell you
I don't know.
something. You gotta better
You're
be
gonna
careful.
get- you're gonna
Order
get
from
something back.
someone. Mark, it's time to listen now. Marky. I ordered something and on a credit card, and all of a sudden I had what's the name?
What?
Charges.
What do you call it? Huh?
Charges?
Charges on my credit card, up to $300 in one card, and then $400 on my Visa, TD Visa, and another $400 on my Visa from CIBC.
So somebody's using your credit cards. You got to. Did you call somebody?
Huh?
Did you call the bank?
Oh, of course. So TD replaced my Visa,
Yeah.
and now the MasterCard I need to call tomorrow.
Yeah.
And CIBC Visa. And I said to Mickey, my son Mickey, I told him how can that be? So once they have your information, they can check to see what other cards you have.
That's
Yeah.
right. So
Oh,
I'm gonna do some research myself. What are the credit card numbers?
No, Rachel, don't tell.
He said he was going to do some research for you. What are your credit card
What's the
numbers?
number on your credit card? I'll do some research. I will not do
At
that.
least she figured.
Well, that happened to my dad. My dad got taken for $3 grand.
I did it through PayPal, so I'm
And
protected.
they charged with my MasterCard. They charged PayPal thing, and I'm thinking, well, I don't have PayPal. I don't even know how to use PayPal. So I got $21 twice. So they charged PayPal $21, and I'm thinking, well, I don't have PayPal, so how does it work? I don't know.
I just found something out.
And it's funny.
Did you get your money back, Rachel?
Credit card
When we're all together, it becomes the Pam and Rachel show.
Yes, I know.
Oh,
Was that-
sorry.
No, go
I'm
ahead.
worried
Go,
about
go, go.
her. Somebody's
Anyway.
ripping your mother off.
What's that?
Hi, Rachel.
Hi.
Did you get your money back?
They are going to investigate because I said I don't spend that kind of amount of money, like $300, $80, $80, and I don't know what it's for. And it's US dollars.
Right.
It's not even Canadian
Right.
dollars.
Oh, that's not okay. So you somebody's helping you sort this out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because no one should be ripping you off. That's not okay.
Like it's funny.
That's
Just
very sad.
by accident, I was checking usually I don't check my bills. When I get the
Of
statements,
course.
I never check them. But I always look at what the total is. And I'm thinking, gee whiz, it's climbing up so fast. And this
Oh,
is
gee whiz, that's really horrible. But you're on top of this. You're working this out, right?
Yeah, I'm on top of it.
Okay, good. All right. Well, that's scary stuff.
It is.
You know?
It is.
Yeah,
It's
because that's
unfortunate,
not
but,
okay. So hopefully they'll find whoever's doing this and you get your money back. That's important.
Yeah.
They'll never find me.
Yeah, not okay. Shame on those people. They don't deserve a Christmas present.
That's right.
They're not getting a throw.
Well, back to the John and Mark show.
Wow.
Oh, hi guys.
Hi, Tom.
Pam, you're like Dr. Phil with her. You're like
I love her.
Well, there you go. There you go. Well,
I
listen.
think she should teach me how to play bridge. I bet she knows how to play bridge. Does she know how to play bridge?
He doesn't know. He didn't buy her a gift. this
You know
holiday.
what? They used to play canasta.
What? Canasta? What the hell is that?
I don't know. Let's get him started on Clue. Clue's a good game.
Oh, Clue's a good game.
How about Monopoly? You like Monopoly?
I hated Monopoly. I hate it.
How about Payday?
Oh,
Do you
I
remember-
like Monopoly.
I never played Payday. I like Clue. I like Scrabble. And Twister.
Scrabble's
How about
good.
Pop of Life? The game of life.
Pop the Pop-O-Matic, Game of Life. And Mousetrap was a good game. I only built it to
Oh,
watch
yeah.
see the guy go off the diving board. That's the only reason I built it.
I used to love those.
That's
race
a good game. Battleship's a really good game.
I know.
Battleship
you're
is a
getting bored of it.
phenomenal game.
Yep, I like it. You can totally cheat. You move your little
You
ship.
cannot cheat because that's not okay.
Okay.
You might not get the throw.
All right, better get that throw because
John and his exploding bag of hair.
Yeah, that's disgusting, by the way, because
I bet you're
Rachel here. I mean, there could have been food particles in that, like old grilled cheese or something. That's
Get my
disgusting.
damn keyboard.
Did you wash that and clean that hair before you cut it off your face? Like
Of
there
course
could be
I did.
stuff
What do you think?
in
I live
that.
on- What do you think? I live under a bridge? Of course I did.
I don't know where you live.
You know what?
Exactly.
Mark's going to glue it onto his chest to impress the chick.
Like I need it.
That's disgusting. Why are you saving that, by the way?
It
the
was
hair.
a tag for the show. I didn't really say
Yeah,
it.
but you still
Selling
did
it
it
online.
and you still have it.
Well, it was for the show. It was a bit, as they say in show business.
We're gonna sell it.
Don't
On,
compare male that facial hair to me, pal.
Well, menopause will take care of that.
Oh, buddy, that ship has sailed a long time ago.
So can you say that you have a bag of a beard like that?
That's enough. Enough of that.
Your mother's still watching, Mark.
Yeah. So PJD,
Yeah,
you're gonna fire that off to me, and we will.
am.
I'll send you my address, and then
you gotta send me your address.
I will.
Here it is. Aren't you
and then we'll
so
send it out.
excited about it, right?
It's gonna be a blast.
Yeah.
People are gonna dig it. Someone's gonna keep it. I know it.
But remember, before you send it, you have to have somebody videotape you throwing it at the camera.
No, I think
Well,
it's funny.
No, throw it to the camera or throw it to the side. I don't care. But the idea is send me that video separately so that when it gets here, I can throw it to John, videotape him
So
catching
it will look like you threw it and I caught it, and I'll do the same thing for the next person.
Oh, well, can I do that right now?
No, you don't have the video
Here.
to do that now.
No, do it on a separate video because I can't pull it off of here.
Oh, okay. I'll do my best.
All right. Well, listen. Are we doing a New Year's show?
Yeah, I'd like to.
All right.
I mean, what else do we have to
Oh
do?
yeah, you guys, you have to do New Year's because 2020 sucked so bad that we all need to just blow off some steam.
All right.
And we'll
And
count down
rejoice.
Central Standard Time.
Yeah, we'll count down New Year's Eve Central Standard Time. So it'll already be New Year's by the time you get it. But we'll have a whole cast of characters on that night, and you better be one of them. Better be dressed up.
Oh, I'll wear my twinkle stuff, whatever that is. No, I
I don't
won't. I always dress in black.
That's Thursday night. So we got till Thursday night to do this. 4 nights to figure it out.
All right, we're gonna line up some guests, just friends, everybody, just to say their Happy New Year.
What time do we want to start it?
Oh, it's close to New Year. You think I'm gonna be on this for 3 freaking hours? No.
You can do it.
No, I'm not going to. Oh, no.
We're almost on for 2.
Are you
Well,
gonna
no.
have sushi? What are you gonna eat for New Year's? You have to have like New Year's food.
Captain Crunch.
I want some of that free soup you have up there in Canada. There.
That's in Vancouver.
Oh, well, can they send it to me?
Yeah.
It would be pretty gross by the time I got there.
There's that new food service called Skip the Country.
Well, I mean, the U.S. Postal Service needs all the help it can get right now because,
I know.
you should mail things so they can stay alive. And then
Yeah.
free soup, right?
Come on. Why not?
Yeah.
All
Why
right.
not?
We will keep it. We will get in touch with you during the week to figure out the New Year's Eve thing with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
and, Lori also
All
said
right.
she thinks New Year's Eve is going to be good. We got a lot of people psyched about New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you gotta You got to
We'll
get
do
some
it.
people like from other parts of the U.S. Well,
Okay.
not the middle part, just like the other coast and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't. We
You don't
don't
have to worry about the middle part. That's okay.
Okay. We'll make that a part of the criteria.
All right.
Okay, perfect.
Thanks again, Pam.
Thank you,
All right,
Pam.
adios.
Adios. Talk to you soon.
Be good.
Oh, yeah.
She's such a doll.
Oh, she's funny. She's funny. She gets off on a tangent. But yeah, okay. So,
it's funny how whenever her and my mom get on,
oh, forget about it.
we've lost the show and it becomes the Rachel and Pam show.
I still don't see how you didn't get your mom.
I didn't get my dad one either,
Well, that doesn't make it right.
or my brothers,
All right. I'll let it
or
go.
my ex-wife.
Well, that's understandable.
Oh, is it? Okay, good.
Yeah, that's understandable, I guess. Who knows? She might have gotten you a throw.
I'm scared of what she might have got me, a bullet.
No, now stop that, Marky, old boy. Okay, so now we have an added show. Not only will we be on next Sunday, but we're going to be on Thursday night for New Year's
Yes.
Eve.
That's gonna be fun.
What was that pause for?
I was just thinking how much fun that's gonna be.
I don't know yet. We haven't done it. Every time we say something's going to be great, it flops. And when we think something's going to flop, it's really good.
That's our gig.
That's true. So listen, everybody, love you. Thank you. Write to us. We read every single thing you pop up on there. And thanks for joining us so much. And to all our guests, Tanya down in Florida. Okay, Reels.
All the
and
people
Heels.
that joined us from
TikTok?
TikTok.
Yeah.
That was such a hoot. And I'm gonna end it with half of the credits, because because the beginning part of it credits didn't show up.
That's okay.
And all it really says is that you're you, I'm me. The camera is bought on Amazon.
Yes.
And so are the lights.
Yes.
The green screen's behind us.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you got the first part, right?
Have a good week, everybody. We'll see you next time here on Now What?
The official.
We'll be back
We're
on.
still on. Oops.